Imagine a world where the night is absolute, a darkness so complete that even the stars cannot soften its weight. The air carries the scent of wet earth and wild grass, while distant growls echo across the savanna. You're not safe here. Every rustle in the tall reeds could mean the brush of a predator's paw. Every shadow could be the end of your story. This is Earth, 1.4 million years ago. The land is raw, untamed. Rivers carve deep scars across the plains. Forests rise like walls of green, and volcanoes breathe smoke into the skies. Life here is not guaranteed. It is borrowed, moment by moment. And in this fragile balance walk the earliest humans, small in number, but carrying within them the first sparks of something greater: curiosity, memory, and the will to endure. On this night, a family huddles close within a cave, listening to the calls of beasts that circle outside. They know they're not the strongest nor the fastest, but what they are about to witness will tip the scales of survival forever. Because tonight, fire will find them. Step carefully now into a world that no longer exists. It is the Lower Pleistocene epoch, around 1.4 million years ago. The Earth's climate is shifting, warmer than the icy ages that will come later, but still unpredictable. Vast grasslands stretch across Africa, dotted with forests and watering holes that draw every kind of creature. Herds of giant elephants roam here, their tusks longer than a man is tall. Lions, larger than today's, stalk the open plains, while saber-toothed cats wait in ambush among the reeds. The air is rich, filled with the scent of damp soil after sudden rains. The skies burn deep red at sunset, and when the night falls, it is heavy and endless. There are no cities, no fire-lit villages, only silence, broken by the howls of predators and the rumble of distant storms. Here walk our ancestors, Homo erectus, not yet masters of the world, but survivors learning its secrets. Their tools are chipped from stone, sharp enough to cut meat, but clumsy in form. They live in small bands, moving with the seasons, chasing herds or scavenging carcasses left behind by stronger hunters. Fossil sites tell us their story. Footprints pressed into volcanic ash, hand axes buried near animal bones, traces of campsites where food was shared. These fragments whisper a species on the edge, fragile but persistent. And though they fear the dark, though every shadow threatens death, something is stirring. A force hidden in nature itself, waiting to be claimed. The secret that could turn prey into predator. The world of early humans was not just beautiful, it was merciless. Every day began with the same question: would they eat or be eaten? For Homo erectus, survival meant more than strength. They had no claws, no fangs, no speed to outrun a lion. Their bodies were lean, built for endurance, not battle. Yet the plains of Africa demanded courage and cunning. Imagine a small band moving across the grasslands at dawn. The air is cool, mist clings to the ground, and the distant thud of hooves warns of migrating herds. Food is always scarce. To find it, these early humans must risk everything. Sometimes they chase weakened antelope for hours, exhausting the animal until it collapses. Other times, they linger at the edge of a predator's kill, waiting for the right moment to steal scraps of meat before hyenas return. But danger is everywhere. A sudden rustle in the tall grass, a flash of golden fur, and death strikes without warning. Children are taught silence. Mothers keep them close, and men form circles with sharpened sticks, knowing even this may not be enough. The struggle is constant. Hunger gnaws at their stomachs. Thirst drives them toward rivers that crocodiles rule. Storms turn fertile valleys into wastelands, and shifting seasons leave carcasses to rot under a burning sun. And yet, they endure. They adapt. They wait. Because deep within their minds, a quiet spark is growing, the ability to observe, to learn, to pass knowledge forward. A force stronger than teeth or claws. But the greatest challenge is still ahead. One that will arrive not with fangs, but with flame, and then the sky burned. One night, lightning split the heavens. It struck the dry grass, and in moments, the savanna erupted into flame. The band of early humans froze in terror. Fire was not a friend, it was a roaring beast. Its light blinded them, its heat drove them back, and its crackling roar echoed like thunder in their bones. Yet even in fear, they watched. Shadows danced on the ground, animals fled in chaos, and the night itself seemed alive. And as the fire raged, something unexpected happened. When the storm passed and the flames died, the land was changed. Scorched earth revealed the remains of animals cooked where they fell. Meat, soft and warm, easier to chew, easier to swallow. The band gathered cautiously, tasting what the fire had left behind. And in that moment, a door opened. Curiosity grew. Could this strange force be tamed? Could it protect them, not harm them? They edged closer to smoldering logs, feeling the heat, clutching burning branches, holding them high to scare away circling predators. For the first time, the night did not belong to lions. It belonged to them. Still, fear lingered. Fire was alive, unpredictable. It could vanish, leaving them in darkness, or it could consume everything they knew. But with each attempt to carry embers back to the cave, each breath of smoke that stung their eyes, the band took a step closer to mastery. The world was no longer the same. With fire, they were no longer prey. They had a weapon, a shield, a gathering place of light and warmth. But with this gift came something deeper, something unseen. Because fire would not only change how they ate or how they survived, it would begin to change who they were. The fire did more than chase away shadows. It lit something far greater, the human mind. Around its glow, voices softened. The family gathered, not only to eat, but to share. Hands gestured, eyes widened, patterns of sound repeated. Some scientists believe it was here, by the flicker of flame, that the first hints of language began to take shape. Fire was not only warmth, it was memory. But the mystery runs deeper. Archaeological traces show blackened bones and charred stones at ancient sites. Yet no one knows exactly when fire was first truly mastered. Was it 1.4 million years ago? Was it later? Did humans discover it once, or many times across continents? The truth may be stranger than fiction. What we do know is this: something shifted. Meat cooked over flames gave more energy, fueling larger brains. Nights once filled with fear became places of gathering, of thought, of planning. Around the fire, survival turned into something more, a shared story, a spark of culture. And yet, questions linger in the smoke. Did our ancestors see fire as a god, a spirit? Did they understand its power, or only fear it? The embers whisper, but they do not answer. Because in that moment, one mystery was solved and another was born. When we look back across the gulf of 1.4 million years, the distance feels impossible. Yet in many ways, they were us. The small band huddled in a cave, staring into the flames, carried the same hopes we carry now: safety, warmth, the chance to see another sunrise. Their tools were rough, their world unforgiving, but in their hearts burned the same question that drives us still. How do we endure? The fire they first feared became the fire that shaped us. It gave us light in the darkness, strength against predators, and energy to fuel minds capable of dreaming. Around its glow, we learned to share food, to share ideas, perhaps even to share stories. And those stories are the first threads in the fabric of humanity. Think of it. Every city at night, every candle at a gathering, every campfire on a cold evening. All of it traces back to that moment, to the family that dared to reach into the smoke, to hold onto the embers. We're not separate from them. We are their echo. Their courage lives in us. Every time we face the unknown. And maybe, just maybe, the fire still remembers, from the silence of the plains to the roar of fire. We have walked together through the shadows of deep time. We saw the world as it was 1.4 million years ago. Vast savannas, endless skies, and predators that ruled the night. We followed a family who had little more than stone tools and each other. yet who discovered something extraordinary. Fire. It was not just a tool. It was a turning point. With it, fear became strength, darkness became light, and survival became story. Fire carried the seeds of language, of community, of imagination. In its glow, humans began the long journey toward who we are today. And yet, the mystery endures. Did our ancestors truly master fire here, in this age? Or did the flame rise and fade many times, waiting for the moment it would finally be claimed forever? The earth keeps its secrets, and the embers of that night still whisper in silence. So tonight, as you watch the flames of a candle or the soft glow of a screen, remember the first hands that reached for warmth in the dark. For in every flicker of fire, a question remains. Was it we who found the flame, or the flame that found us?